Hey, it's Val from Autistic Interpretations. I'm working on answering questions that have been sent to me by followers over the last couple of years. I got this question from Julie and Brandy, maybe even on the same day, so I must have posted about going to the grocery store. But they asked me what my preference is when I'm out and Jessica starts asking questions to strangers or people in the line at the grocery store. What do I prefer from the other person in regards to answering or not answering the questions that Jessica asks. When we go to the grocery store and Jessica starts talking to people, I let her because she's a grown up, and if she wants to talk to somebody, she's entitled to talk to somebody if they want to talk back. So I've learned to have patience with that. I help facilitate when necessary, and I mind my own business as much as possible so Jessica can feel like she's having her own conversation and her own interactions. And I'll do my shopping for whatever's in front of me that I'm in that particular spot to get. But I don't let her dwell on the conversation or don't let it go on too long, because we're all at the grocery store to buy groceries and it's kind of a natural thing to move along. So if we're still buying the groceries and she starts talking to someone, a few comments are okay, and then I kind of pull her along, and I might prompt an end to the conversation by saying to Jess, tell her it was nice to meet you. Or I have a few things like that I say that Jessica knows those are indications of the end of a conversation. And most of the time she buys right into that and will say it and be happy to move along. If we're in the line at the grocery store, I expect her to talk to somebody. It's an expectation. It's not if it happens, it's when it happens, because it always happens. But usually she talked to the person that's working the cash register or bagging the groceries rather than other people in the line. And we go to a community grocery store that most of the kids there, are familiar with her coming and going and answer her questions more than they probably should. Private issues, family dynamics that Jess really gets into. And, again, I try not to butt in and just let her have her conversation. And if somebody doesn't want to engage in a conversation, I can usually tell. And I just usually redirect when I can before Jessica kind of gets stuck on the fact that they don't want to talk about something. I also will interject, make eye contact, or kind of intervene as necessary to guide a conversation in a different direction if I feel like it's going to go. Like if she asks a personal question and somebody's about to answer or whatever, I kind of like go ahead and fill in the blank with a fake answer to indicate this would be a good answer for you to say, because sometimes there's no end to the questions if the wrong thing is said. If she talks to someone in the line behind us, then again, I base my position on it according to body language of the other person. If it seems like the other person feels awkward or doesn't know what to say or just kind of looks at me like, what do I do? I kind of work with Jess to keep the comments short, or I'll just say, he's busy right now, he's getting ready to check out or whatever. And then if it's somebody that's real chatty, and this happens sometimes, that some people are just so happy to chat with Jessica, and I'm fine with that too. When I'm through paying for my groceries, I'll say, Jess, here, hold on to this, or Jess, come on, or whatever. And I will give her the prompt, say it was nice to meet you, or have a good day, whatever. I give her one of those. And so then she repeats it to the other person, and it kind of ends the conversation and we move along. So we've been doing it for so long. It's kind of second nature to us. We're used to it. But honestly, I find myself going to the grocery store with her in the evening more than I used to go during the day, because there are fewer people there. Fewer people for her to talk to, fewer people to, just look at us. And it's just easier to manipulate the aisles with the cart and her. So that kind of reduces the interaction. But she loves interacting. So one of the questions specifically said, what would I want somebody to do? Do I want somebody to talk to her, or would they rather me not because I'm in a hurry and want to move along? Because this happened to one of these people. They answered somebody's questions and it made them wonder if the person with the individual was annoyed that they got delayed a couple minutes because. And for me, I just always acknowledge that Jessica is an individual and she's an adult. She has her own personality, and it's important for her to be social and connect with people, and she's curious, and so she matters. It matters. She doesn't get as many opportunities as the rest of us to socialize. Her world's kind of small, so it matters when she gets to interact. And as long as it doesn't drag out too long, then I let her talk because she enjoys it so much. It makes her happy. One thing I've worked on, and it's been a goal in Jessica's ISP, is maintaining an appropriate distance from a person. So we worked on the arm length rule, staying at least that far away. You're not going to, no patting strangers, no patting faces, like other people's faces in the grocery store. She can pat mine, but not somebody she's talking to. So we've worked on a lot of social cues, social issues related to being out in public so that, it just kind of helps. We've worked on don't pick your nose when you're talking to somebody, don't pick your nose when you're in the grocery store. It's just stuff we've worked on for a really long time. I think it pays off. I'll try to get a video of her interacting with somebody at the grocery store just so you can see how she does it, because she does it well. We have occasions where we're in the grocery store or wherever else, and Jess will shoot a question off to somebody walking by or in motion or whatever. And we've had people who answer her and keep going. 100% A-okay. Completely okay. These people weren't rude. These people were on a mission. They were busy. They had somewhere to be. Or maybe, they're like other people. They're not, they don't want to delay me or whatever. No harm, no foul. They acknowledged her. They answered her and kept moving. That works for me. That's 100% fine. So it's more of the please don't ignore, and please don't say hatefully it's none of your business, because we had that happen one day and I was devastated. Jessica asked somebody a question and some woman just went, well, that's just none of your business. Real hateful. It was a hard day. It was hurt Jessica's feelings. And if you hurt Jessica's feelings, oh geez, I just about can't cope. So don't do that. Don't do that. It's okay not to answer the question, but don't be rude. That's the end of that. If you have any questions about this issue, shoot me an email, val@autisticinterpretations.com. Thanks.